So in Ukraine, it's finished Shaktar Donetsk 0, Manchester City 3. An absolutely phenomenal result when you consider that no English team has ever gone to Ukraine and won there. Never mind putting the kind of performance that we have done tonight to take all 3 points and to put us in a great position in the group stage of the Champions League. Yes guys, as always, before we get stuck into this match reaction from that Shakhtar game, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a big thumbs up, let me know your thoughts on the match down below, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I've got to say, I'm so sorry that there hasn't been another Man City career mode episode. I know a lot of you are going to be commenting asking where the next one's going to be coming out. I did record one that was meant to go up on Monday or Tuesday, however, it was going to go up tonight, sorry, but the audio completely just messed up, so I didn't want to put that out there for the sake of it. So I will be recording another one tomorrow. Hopefully that'll go out possibly tomorrow night, or it might be Thursday. I'm not quite sure yet. Depends what time's like. But there will be one coming again in the next couple of days, all being well. And also a massive thank you to you guys, because we've recently gone over the 200 subscriber mark. We're actually really close, I think, now to 250. So thank you so much for your support. And again, if you do enjoy this video, leave a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, thoughts, everything like that in the comment section. But yeah, let's talk about the game. So the 3-0 win was a fantastic win for many reasons. It puts us top of our group now, thanks to a thrilling game, by the way. Another game in our group where Hoffenheim and Lyon played out a 3-3 draw. Crazy game there. But as I mentioned in the introduction there briefly, no English team has ever gone to Ukraine against Shakhtar and picked up a win. So to get one is absolutely incredible. And to play the style of football that we played is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we saw the most logical place to start, I often say, is with the lineup. So let's have a look at that and highlight what I thought were some of the key performers. So we had Edison in between the sticks, of course, as always, who didn't have an amazing game, didn't have a bad game, didn't have a ton to do, to be honest, with limited Shakhtar to few chances. I mean, although they did pretty decent in the second half, they never really caused Edison any problems. In front of him, we had Benjamin Mendy, who had a great game. The partnership of Laporte and Otamendi, with John Stones playing in at fullback, and a couple of things to talk about there. Firstly, John Stones at right back, not naturally in that position. He's played there a few times in his career, but, without doubt, he's more naturally a centre-half. And he did well, he had a lot of trick players running at him, and he dealt with them majority of the time really well. So, for a position that he's not particularly natural in, I thought he had a really nice game there. Laporte at centre-half, he got a goal in the game, of course, but even without that, another absolutely stellar performance. I mean, you look at his form lately, he has got to be up there with the best defenders, best centre-halves at least, in the Premier League right now, because, we bought him in last January. I say so often that my preferred centre-back partnership right now is Laporte and Stones, because they're the centre-back partnership of the future. But Laporte as an individual, his performances have been absolutely incredible. Got a couple of goals. Defensively, he's been phenomenal. Passing from the back and composure on the ball has been absolutely exceptional. And tonight was no different. He had a great game. And like I say, for me, on form at least, he has got to be considered right now in sort of the top 4 centre-backs in the Premier League. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Ahead of the defence, we had, of course, Bernardo, who had a typically solid display in the heart of that midfield. There was a start for Kevin De Bruyne, his first start since coming back from his injury. Had a very solid game, played 70 minutes before being replaced by Bernardo Silva, who came on and scored within about a minute and a half of coming on the pitch. A really nice goal, that one. And yeah, great performance. Well, I say great performance, wasn't exceptional, it was solid. He's still coming back. He did do really well on the weekend when he came on for half an hour, and it's another great sign that De Bruyne, if anyone feared that he might have lost it with that injury, certainly doesn't seem to be the case. And another really solid display, and I think next time out he's going to get the full 90, I would imagine. There were starts as well for Riyad Mahrez, Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling, all 3 of those leading the attack. Jesus had a very solid game in terms of his link-up play and his hold-up and stuff like that, but just didn't quite happen for him when it came to getting a goal. Had a few half chances that he was unable to quite take, unfortunately, and he's having that kind of season right now. He's not playing badly by any stretch of the imagination, but I think he does need to add a few more goals to his game, and that's something that when Aguero plays, he always seems to do. He always finds the net, and Jesus, this season at least so far, hasn't quite been doing it as regularly as he did last season. So that's something for him to certainly work on. But that's nothing against his performance tonight. Still did very well. Sterling also, again, very positive on the ball. Probably, I would say, the standout player in that front 3. Had a lot happen when he was running at at the defences and set up a couple of those chances for Gabriel Jesus and also for Riyad Mahrez, who, very similarly to Jesus, had a very solid game, did well when he was on the ball, but when it came to being in front of goal, just wouldn't quite happen for him. I mean, he had that one in particular in the first half, where he beat the goalkeeper and the defender cleared it off the line, and you just thought, you know what, Riyad, it's not going to be your day. But, you know, apart from, again, similar to Jesus, despite the fact he didn't get a goal, still was a very solid display from him, and in every game that goes by, he looks more and more comfortable in that City shirt, and keeps on going from strength to strength. So decent performance from Mahrez and from Jesus. Both of them, though, could have done with a goal, you know. Keep the confidence going for Mahrez, who's got 4 in 6, 4 in 7 now, I think. And for Jesus in general, just needs to get a couple of goals, you know, then I'm sure he'll be firing on all cylinders again. In terms of Shakhtar's lineup, it's that classic Shakhtar mixture where they have a lot of Brazilians and a lot of native Ukrainians in their side, and I was quite relieved actually to see that Marlos didn't start the game. He's out injured and he's probably their best player in my opinion, one of those flair Brazilian players that is able to cause us problems. Their left back getting forward was very, very powerful actually. I can't remember his name now, you'll have to give me, but the left back was probably their standout player whenever he got forward. I think it's Ismaili. He had the potential to cause problems. You know, he was partnering up with his the winger ahead of him to try and get around John Stones, who I think they tried to exploit because, you know, wasn't playing in his natural position. But as I say, Stones did stop them from the majority of the time. But anything dangerous that did happen seemed to come down that left-hand side, and Ismaili seemed to be the driving force of the team. But, yeah, with that Marlos in there, I think he was a big miss for them. And despite the fact that they did play some good football, especially in the second half, they never really laid a glove on us in terms of shots. I mean, you consider we'd had like 12, 13 shots inside the first 20 minutes, half an hour. That was the pattern of the game for the most part. We were really, really dominant. Goal scorers, as I've already touched upon, where Laporte nodded in from a corner. Great ball in from Kevin De Bruyne. A stooping header from Laporte, who actually took it really, really calmly. Just glanced it into the far corner. Keeper did not stand a chance. There was a goal from Bernardo Silva, who Clark's already said as well, came off the bench and scored within a minute and a half. A wonderful, wonderful counter-attack move that he put the finish on after being played through by Jesus, who did some really nice work, like I mentioned, with his hold-up. And then the opening goal of the game came from Davvid Silva, who lashed in on the volley. I mean, Davvid Silva, when you consider a couple of years ago, he wasn't really considered a goal scorer. He has really done well to add that to his game. And again, another great performance from him tonight, finding the bottom corner with a lovely crisp left-footed volley after some good work. Again, I think it was Mendy who found him after pulling it back and got flicked up to him, took it on the volley, and really, really nice finish. The one thing that I wish would have happened, we had an absolutely magnificent counter-attack after probably Shakhtar's best chance of the game, or one of the best chances. They had a corner, whipped in, blocked really, really well by, I think it was Otamendi in the box, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. It could have been Stones. It was, you know, just great block from the corner. We break away. Gabriel Jesus takes the ball in his stride incredibly, incredibly well. Plays the ball to Sterling, who loops it over the top to find Mahrez. On his right foot, pulls it just wide, and it was just an electric counter-attack. If that goal had gone in, that would have been one of the best counter-attacking goals I think I've ever seen. But yeah, Mahrez couldn't quite direct it into the corner. But a 3-0 win, like I say, puts us top of the group. Great position in the group now, especially where you consider that we did lose that game against Lyon. You know, you look like we could be in for a bit of a struggle in this group, but you know, we put that to one side. We've kicked on. Now in top of the group, and it's looking like really whoever wins out of that game between us and Lyon when we play again is going to be taking the top spot as it stands. But great way to bounce back in what was seen before the game was a very, very tough game against Shakhtar. You know, again, you'd expect us to win probably, but really tough place to go because of the long distance travelling, because of the atmosphere. So fantastic, fantastic result, and hopefully we can take this form that we've been in lately. You know, great win against Burnley, great win against Shakhtar. Let's hope we can carry it on into our next game. Our next game, of course, being against Tottenham in the Premier League away from home. And the one positive about this game is that it's on a Monday night, so we get a bit more respite, a bit more recuperation. You know, we're talking 6 days away this game, so we haven't got the excuse now of sort of playing Tuesday, Saturday, or Tuesday, Sunday even. You know, to have that game on a Monday is a bit of a bonus, and hopefully, you know, we can go there, put in a performance. It's going to be a tough game. Tottenham are a great team, of course, but the way we're playing, I really fancy us to do a job there, fingers crossed. But there will be a review for that game, probably going up this weekend, talking about that a bit more in depth. But that is going to end off this video anyway, guys. 3-0 win, absolutely over the moon with that. Love to hear your thoughts on the performance and everything Man City related in the comment section down below. And again, apologies for the lack of videos on the Man City career mode. There will be one, I promise you, in the next couple of days. I've just got to record another one, basically, find some time to record another other one after the audio on the other one messed up. So hold tight in there. It will be coming in the next couple of days, and I'm just so glad you guys are enjoying the content so much. You know, it's annoying from my point of view because I want to get the content out. Then you guys are saying, you know, when's the next Man City episode coming? When's the next Man City episode coming? You know, I'm doing my best to get it out there. I'm glad that you guys are pestering me because to me that means you're really enjoying the series and the content that's out right now. So sit tight. I really appreciate your support. It will be coming in the next couple of days, and hopefully you'll enjoy this video in the meantime. But that's going to end it off, guys. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening, and I will speak to you all in that next video in a couple of days' time. Nidge out.